To schedule our pipelines, we need to check out model documentation. If you scroll down the table of content, you can find scheduling and cron jobs page. So to schedule it, you just need this amount of code. Put it into app function. Model period days equal 1 means the model will run this pipeline every day. To run this pipeline, we just need this command model deploy. Let's copy it and rename with GitHub pipeline model.5. And we will also set different name for the deployment. This name will be daily in GitHub, for example. You can set your own name. Let's run this command and see. Okay, deployment is created. You can see it on the dashboard. There is your daily GitHub deployment. There's our run pipeline function. And now you can see that next run will happen in 24 hours. And schedule is every day. Next run will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we can also see that the function itself wasn't called. So there's no results, no logs, nothing. But tomorrow at 3 p.m. we can see it. Okay, let's change it to minutes. It will be 1 minute and redeploy it. Let's update it. We can see that in 54 seconds, Modal will run this pipeline automatically. Okay, we can see that our pipeline is running now. You can see all the logs here. Succeed. Okay, in 10 seconds, our next run will happen. So I will stop this application. If you want to set a cron job instead of period, you can do that with modal cron this way. So it will run your pipeline every Monday at 8 a.m. Now let's explore how to run TLT pipelines in parallel with Modal. First, we go to Modal documentation. In the scaling out section, find batch processing page. And the first recommendation would be spawn map. Let's use it. So spawn map, it's the fastest way to submit multiple jobs for asynchronous processing. That's what we actually need. To use it, we just copy it and apply instead of remote function here. Okay, what we should provide into this function instead of range? Instead of range, we will provide resource names as follows. First, we import GitHub source, and then we're gonna list all the sources we have. So using resources attribute, we can get all the resources names. Let's put them into spawn map function. But before we run the pipeline, let's modify the main function a little bit. Instead of local entry point, we're going to use function. This function will be our main process, which will manage all the parallel resources. Let's copy image here because we need our GitHub pipeline. And so let's move schedule from this function to our main function, because we need to schedule the main process instead of our resources. So now we put resources into spawn map function. It means each resource, each element from this list will be provided into run pipeline function. But as you noticed, there is no arguments here. Let's create it. Resource name, yeah, as a string. And then we will make our pipeline name dynamic. Otherwise, DLT won't be able to manage state and temporary files. So DLT will load data into the same dataset with the same name, but pipeline name will be unique for each resource. Also, because we importing GitHub source here, DLT requires secrets for GitHub API first. Okay, we don't need to provide BigQuery credentials here, only for GitHub API. And now let's use Modal deploy command to run the pipeline. Let's set a name. And script name, pipeline model. Okay, it's ready. Let's look at the deployment. Here you can see two functions. We have our main function and the main process, which will be triggered by scheduler and run these run pipeline functions for each resource separately. Let's look into the main function. We can see that next run will happen in 3 days. I want to run it right now and see how it works. Okay, let's succeed. Let's go back and see that our run pipeline function is running. And not only one function is running. We can see that 5 functions are running simultaneously. Okay, all the functions successfully loaded data into our BigQuery. That's how to run DLT pipeline in parallel with Modal. So this is it. In this next section, we will discuss how to run DLT pipelines incrementally and how to apply backfilling.